Failure of course it's a worry, but not in terms of what if this venture fails completely. I'll tell you, this particular business model may fail. This approach that I've taken may fail. That's the constant worry. That's the everyday worry. That's the weekly update worry, right? That this bet that I've taken, this new feature that we developed, this new product that we've launched, right? Will this work? Or this is not working as I thought that it would. And then you sort of course correct. So that's everyday worry. Larger philosophical worry that, this will fail, right? This may fail. What do I do then? You think of that when you start. You have a contingency plan in life, right? That listen, I will be employable, right? I work hard, I'll figure out something. So once you start with that, then I think that comes once in a while. You have a bad day, you have a really bad meeting, you're low, right? Once every now and then you may be lower. Only on those days, otherwise the constant worry for at least someone like me would be, will this work out? And if this model, this plan does not work out, what's my backup plan? And how do I bounce back from this? And how quickly can we launch the backup plan? And what's plan B or plan C, whatever. But the larger philosophical, with this fails, what happens that you've told yourself on day one, right? And you have a backup plan. We'll shut shop, we'll apologize to investors, we'll return this money, we have this money set aside to pay dues to the vendors. And we go back in the job market, or we call friends, people who wanted to work with us at one point, listen, I'm available now, what do you want to do? So you've told yourself that on day one. And then maybe on dark days, cloudy days, you think about that. But for me, the constant struggle is that, am I going to hit this number, right? Then if I'm not hitting the number, then this is failing. What else is failing, right? Our content is failing. Our business model is failing. Our plan is failing. This new approach to onboard people is failing. So that worries me on a daily basis. The larger question, not so much, not on everyday basis.
Failure fuels you. So,
Yeah, I completely agree.
So that's the secret, that you don't want to fail. So you keep working hard, keep grinding, keep going forward.
But what if the market just doesn't respond to you?
So that depends on your, like a pilot, you can give him any plane, he'll take care of it. But, if a plane is not good, it's not the pilot. You have to keep, going forward and stuff. For example, you keep pivoting, you keep changing. When COVID happened, a lot of people shut down, but other people who were courageous enough, they started pivoting and get into other different things. So we do that every day. In our company, for example, we were focused on nutrition, but we wanted to integrate some more stuff, not depend only on nutrition. So we brought in tech into the play in India. So we got the Whoop bands for the Indian cricket team, and then, we saw everybody wearing, these bands.
Yes, we saw that, yeah.
So you keep pivoting. And what I feel in India is there's one thing which lacks in most of the people I go meet is the innovation. Copy paste is very common here. If you do the innovation, you have authentic products, you do innovation, your competition, failure, everything is on the side. So just, that's the secret here. Failure fuels you because the fear of failure will make you working hard. So that's the gist of it.
You were saying that failure fuels you.
Absolutely. Failure fuels me. And I think at every stage, you're learning. Every day is a new learning in a business. And today I've thought that, okay, this agency I'm going to work with, or this is a new way that I'm going to work with the influencers. It fails. And then that's a learning, right? So you obviously got to try different things. So rightly said, that you got to pivot. Exactly, right. So if this is not working for you, you got to pivot to a different method or something else. That's what we did for our business. We could see that as a marketplace, it's going to be just for a curly community, and that community is very small. So scale is something that we wouldn't get as much as we wanted. So that's the reason why we pivoted and built our own brand. And we know that this is not a curly specific brand. It's supposedly for all the hair textures. So that's how, I think we all learn, and we are still learning.
Okay. Anybody scared of failure?
No, I think startup is a roller coaster ride. You are bound to have at the start a lot of thoughts about failure, especially in the food and beverages when your consumer consumes your product and they leave a bad review. That's the point you keep thinking, other people are liking it, but still there are some people who don't like it. What should I do? So I think it's the failure that fuels you, because you keep thinking, if there's something wrong, I should reach out to that customer, speak to him what's wrong. So you try to think of ways to figure out that fault that is in your product or anything, and you try to solve that eventually. So it's constant innovation. Like no day is same, I think, in a startup. Like every day is different problems, different way to look at it. So failure, I think it's a constant thought, but it really makes you a passionate founder as well.
It makes you stronger. You learn a lot from
Like, you know,
Not at
when
all.
you grow up in US and then you meet the startup founders and venture capitalists and stuff, so they always say one line. It's the, you know, founders, it's not about the cash running out, it's the founders' energy.
Yeah.
So if you have that, then you won't be able to, you know, go through that. So
Very true.
Do you need a thick skin as a founder? Like, you basically take in
you gotta
everything
be
that
mentally
comes.
strong. That's
Yeah.
the secret.
Yeah.
I agree with that.